Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're opening up the playbook on how to craft a winning offer, especially when the real estate market feels, incredibly competitive. So let's just dive right in. This is the question, isn't it? Every home buyer has been there. You find the absolute perfect house, but you know you're not the only one who thinks so. So, how in the world do you win that bidding war if you can't just keep throwing more and more money at it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. First things first, let's just be real. Getting into a bidding war is super stressful. I mean, the market is moving a mile a minute, and that pressure can feel absolutely crushing. Seriously, you're trying to juggle open houses, you're watching new listings pop up and then vanish just as quickly. You're trying to be fast, but you don't want to make a huge mistake. It's chaos. And when you finally find the one, you've got to have a strategy that can cut through all that noise. Okay, so let's get into that strategy. We're going to start by looking at the anatomy of a really strong offer. Now, I want you to think of these different parts not as hurdles you have to clear, but as tools. Tools in your toolbox that you can use to build a much more compelling case for yourself. Let's start with a big one, contingencies. These things sometimes get a bad rap in a seller's market, but you really should think of them as your safety nets. They are simply clauses in your offer that protect you and let you move forward with some peace of mind. And the most common ones you'll see are pretty straightforward. You've got the home inspection, which lets you really check out the condition of the house. The financing contingency, which makes sure you can actually get the loan. And the appraisal contingency, which confirms the house is worth what you're offering to pay. These are standard, and they give you some crucial breathing room. Next up, earnest money. The easiest way to think about this is like a commitment deposit. It's you putting some skin in the game, signaling to the seller, hey, I'm serious and I'm dedicated to seeing this through. And don't worry, it's not money you just lose. It gets credited right back to you when you close. Okay, now we're at the core of our playbook. Listen, you don't always need the highest price. What you really need is the most appealing package. This is where you can be smart and strategic with your terms to make the seller's life a whole lot easier. And sometimes really small adjustments can make a huge difference. For instance, offering a shorter inspection window, that shows you're efficient and ready to go. Providing a flexible closing date, that can be a massive relief for a seller trying to coordinate their own move. Submitting a clean, simple, easy-to-read offer just makes their decision easier. And getting pre-approved by a respected local lender, that's huge. It proves you're a low-risk, trustworthy buyer. This slide really just nails the difference, doesn't it? See, anyone can just throw a higher number on the page. That's the obvious offer. But the winning offer, that's different. It pairs a strong price with smarter terms. It's all about creating a total package that just feels easy, dependable, and really well prepared. So you might be thinking, okay, this sounds good in theory, but does it actually work? Oh, yeah, it does. Let's look at a real-world example from Dartmouth, where this exact strategy won the day. So here's the situation. A really desirable home in Dartmouth hits the market. And bam, within 48 hours, it has multiple offers. Now, one buyer, instead of just panicking and upping their price, decided to focus on crafting smarter, better terms. Okay, check this out. This is a side-by-side of the final two offers. One came in with the absolute highest price, but had pretty standard terms. The winning offer, though, it had a strong price, sure, but look at the other details. A bigger earnest money deposit, a much tighter inspection timeline, and a flexible closing date that worked perfectly for the seller. And the results? The highest offer was rejected and the smarter one was accepted. And if you want to know why, well, this quote from the seller says it all. Their offer felt dependable, practical, and low stress. For a seller who's going through one of the most stressful events of their life, believe me, those three words can be worth way more than a few extra $1,000s. So let's boil all this down into the one key takeaway, your winning offer formula. And it's this. Your offer is so much more than just a number on a piece of paper. It's a message. It's a story you're telling the seller. It communicates that you're ready, you're prepared, and you are serious about buying their home. A thoughtful offer signals that you're going to be a smooth, reliable partner to work with all the way to closing day. And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. The next time you sit down to make an offer, are you just going to make it the highest, or are you going to use these tools to make it the smartest, most irresistible package on the table?